I think when you think, and my point number 2 in the 10 things that I wrote about this road trip, point 2 was just like how much the Raptors don't look like a team that plays together. Like the talent already is what it is, and like, you know, they're gonna need to really be cohesive to overcome some of their talent shortcomings because they rarely have the best player on the court, but they don't even play together as a team a lot of the times. What made the Sacramento game stand out for me in the road trip was how much they helped each other on defense, right? There were plays, especially in that third quarter, where, and I described it at that time 2 weeks ago, it was like OG was helping for Pascal and Fred was helping for OG and Scotty was there and Pascal was there and they were walling off the paint against De'Aaron Fox's drives and they're getting back early in transition and they were showing different looks against Sabonis and it was looking great. It's like, okay, that's what a team that plays together looks like. But you also saw like so many moments of disharmony over the course of this trip. Even last alone, there was a play where, you know, Chris Boucher cut, and Chris was having a good game. And whatever, nobody ever feeds Chris Boucher in the post, but he literally has Tyus Jones on him.
Oh, this is when he was throwing his hands up.
There was a full foot in height difference, and he cut through the lane. Fred decided not to pass to him, held onto the ball, and shot a contested 3. And after not receiving the pass, you could literally see Chris Boucher jumping up and down in frustration. You know what I mean? And you see a lot of like guys throwing their hands up, right? You saw Fred yelling at Christian Coloco after a missed defensive rotation in this road trip. You saw how many times did Gary not make the right pass in transition. And to me, it was like, okay, it's kind of funny that he didn't hit it ahead to Malachi at the end of that Houston Rockets game. And instead he held on to the free throw instead of giving Malachi the open layup because that didn't really matter. The Raptors were up 6, and whether he goes to the free throw line and he's an 85% free throw shooter and knocks down 2 free throws, or he gives it up to Malachi who scores a guaranteed 100% layup, it doesn't matter. The outcome of the game doesn't change. But to me, it's like that's less funny when it happens against Phoenix and he doesn't pass to Pascal on 2 fast breaks and they lose that game by 1 possession, right? And so you see these moments where they don't really play together. You see the lack of help defense. Most prominently, you see that issue with Golden State. Both times Raptors play Golden State, they've given like 126 and 130 points. And the reason that that issue appears the most with Golden State is because they're the best passing team in the league. They're moving, they're cutting. You really need to communicate and switch and track obviously the shooters and all that kind of stuff. It looks so bad against Golden State because the Raptors generally have a bad problem that just really magnifies it. And so when they don't play as a team, you really, really do see a lot of the flaws and the issues. And listen, like guys can play better. Like Fred has really elevated his play over the course of the road trip, or, you know, Chris Boucher, for example, was coming off strong in the road trip. But that only masks it to some degree, right? If they don't play as a team, like you're just not going to see this group ever get to the potential that it has.
Yeah, no, I think the connectivity and all of that has just been a huge issue this season, and I don't think anything about the record on this road trip has changed anything about that. I think all the things that you point out about it, right?
No, it was a chore to watch some of these games.
Yeah, and I know we've been talking about trade rumors for like weeks now and stuff, but there is a part it's just a little disheartening to realize that, like, you know, this group is just not able to get it together.
Well, they're just not really choosing to commit to each other in that same way. And that's the part to me that's like the lingering impression on this entire season. When people ask me like 5-6 years down the line, hey, what happened with that Raptors team? They were coming out the 48-win season. They had they had the rookie of the year. They had Precious, who was coming into his own. Pascal's going to be healthy for the whole year, and Fred's going to help, you know, all this other stuff. OG might take a leap, you know. They added Otto Porter, which at that time looked like a good idea. But it was like, what happened to that team, and why do they ultimately fall apart, and why did they ultimately move some players to the deadline? My whole thing is just it's one of those seasons where they just couldn't gel as a group, as a team. They don't make enough plays for each other. And, you know, realistically, like you need that in any sort of team sport. And that's a disappointing thing because it's not necessarily things that they can't control. Obviously, in terms of talent, this is not a contender. But in terms of talent, they're good enough to be in the playoff race. They're good enough to even be outside of the play-in competition.
I mean, even right now with the way that they've been struggling, but they're like a 3-game win streak away from being in the play.
Yeah, for sure. They're 2.5 games out of the 5th best lottery position, and they're also 2.5 games back of 8th place in the Eastern Conference, right? But the issue is they shouldn't even have to be asking themselves this question if they committed to each other as a team. And that's where, to me, it's just so disappointing. That's within their own control.
Yeah, yeah.